Today I'm going to be doing a little series called the rowing series. So this series is traditionally done on the reformer, but you can also do it with some small hand weights, and it makes for a great little sequence. So we're going to get started just in a seated position. I'm going to point my feet. I'm going to take my weights and I'm going to turn my thumbs down and kind of connect my hands together. I'm going to pull the weights back toward me. Not necessarily touching, but if you wanted to touch your sternum, you could, or you could pull them away just a little bit. Wherever they are, this distance between your weights and your chest, that distance is going to stay the same. So we are going to inhale, tuck our pelvis, and curl backwards with our legs nice and anchored. And you're going to stop kind of maybe in your halfway place. So this should be some work to be here. And then you're going to open the arms out to the side, check in with those shoulders. You're going to curl forward, and as you curl forward, you're going to reach your weights behind you, and then you're going to lift them up, and then you're going to sweep the arms back around front, and we kind of touch our knuckles together, and then we stack to come back up nice and tall, like we just did a spine stretch. All right, we're going to do those a little quicker now. We're going to inhale, curl back, little hold moment. Exhale, open the arms. Inhale as you round forward, maybe touch your weights. Exhale, do a little lift that stretches your shoulders. Inhale, sweep the weights around, touch your knuckles, and then curl to come back up. Inhale that curling back. Exhale that open the arms. Inhale as you dive forward, maybe a little touch, lift up. Sweep around, knuckles together, and then stack to come up nice and tall like you're up against a wall. We're going to do one more of those. Inhale, belly to spine to curl back. Open the arms, check in those shoulders didn't scrunch up. Inhale, you're going to dive forward. Exhale, you're going to lift. Do this sweep around. For me, that stretches my upper back. And then I'm going to stack up. And I'm going to flip my arms into what I call the flat back position. I often say this is kind of like a little bicep curl position. Shoulder blades nice and connected on my back. I'm going to inhale, hinge back. My working level, where I don't collapse in my back. Straighten my arms and dive forward, kind of laying over top the legs. Then I'm going to take my weights. I'm almost kind of gliding mine around on the floor a little bit. And then lift them up, sweep them back around, flip my palms up, and then stack myself up. Each piece has a breath. Inhale to hinge back, hold in that kind of hard spot. Exhale as you straighten the arms, dive forward, lengthen your back as you reach forward. Inhale, the weights are going to sweep around. Maybe you want to lift up a little bit. Do this like fancy half circle to come around, flip your palms up, and then belly button to your spine to stack tall. Inhale, lifted hinge on the way back. Straighten the arms, exhale, and dive forward. Inhale, we're gonna reach the arms around, a little stretch your shoulders moment. Sweep the arms back around, flip your palms up, and then stack yourself up and get as tall and lifted as you can. Let's do one last one there. Lifted hinge, inhale, straighten the arms, dive forward. Nice big inhale to sweep the arms around. Exhale, we can lift. Inhale, sweep the arms around front, flip your palms up. Exhale as you stack yourself up nice and tall. Good, okay, and then the next of our rowing sequence, we're gonna keep our feet pointed. We're gonna take our arms, kind of this like 90-degree angle with our arms. We're getting this lift in our spine. We're going to inhale, press the arms out. How high up you go is how high up you can go and not let your shoulders scrunch up. So that could be way up here. And then you're gonna exhale, reach with those weights, tap them down, lift up a little bit more at that moment. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale as you circle, and then you're gonna come back to that 90-degree angle. So we got our inhale to press out, exhale, little tap down on the mat. Big inhale. How big you go with that circle is working level in your shoulders. Bring them around and back to 90. We got two more there. Press it out. Little tap down. Big inhale to lift. Grow taller through your spine as those arms come around and come back to 90. Inhale, reach, play with that ankle for you. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms and bring them back. All right, next one of our rowing series, we're gonna try to flex our feet, which just gives you a little more stretch up the backs of those legs. If you need to bend your legs through any of this, that is okay. All right, so I'm gonna start tall and lifted. I got my weights on the mat. I'm gonna notch chin toward chest and curl forward. Right there, I'm gonna stack up like there's an imaginary wall behind me. I'm gonna keep checking in on my shoulder blades as I stack tall, and then I get an arm circle. Inhale, exhale as you circle around, and then bring those weights beside me. Inhale, tuck your chin, curl through your spine as those weights slide out. Pull your stomach muscles up and in to lift up. And then that lift the arms, open, circle, and set them back down. Inhale, round your spine, curl it forward, belly pulls deep. Exhale to stack yourself up, find those shoulder blades. Lift up on those inhales. Exhale to circle around. We're gonna do one more. Check in with those feet. Are they really pulled back towards you? Curling down. Stack yourself back up, and then do that lift, open and circle to come back. All right, we got 2 more of this series. Now, you can leave your legs out in front of you for this. Keep them maybe soft or bent, or you can go to a little cross-leg position. It's kind of the traditional position, so I'm gonna take that. If you need, like if any of these, like sitting like this feels super tight, lifting up and like sitting on a yoga block or something like that will be super helpful. We're gonna start with one called Hug a Tree. And I just wanna explain the arm position first. So your weight is out here. Let me start at the shoulder. You're gonna roll your shoulder open, roll your upper arm bone open or externally rotate it a little bit, and then you kind of internally rotate your forearm, and then you externally rotate your wrist. I know that seems like a lot. I often think of it as this dancer arm. Be careful that you're not just lifting it way up here though, because then these muscles take over and you lose some of the work. So we're gonna find that shoulder rolls open, upper arm bone externally rotates, forearm slightly rotates forward, and that wrist for that hand rotates up. All right, this is our Hug a Tree. We are gonna, from here, you're gonna take a big inhale. You're gonna act like you're hugging somebody that you maybe don't like, so you're like, I can't quite hug you all the way. And then exhale, you're gonna pull your shoulder blades together. Play with this. You can like really pull those arms back if that feels okay. Inhale as you hug, and you're trying to just keep that good alignment, and then exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze shoulder blades together. Inhale, seems so simple, but it's a lot of work. And then that exhale, squeeze. Now we're gonna hold here. Inhale, change our breath. Exhale, hug, hug, hug that person you don't really like very much. Inhale, open. And then exhale, hug, 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 hug. Inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together, open the chest. Exhale, and hug. Awesome. All right, we're gonna do one more here. This one is called our Shave the Head. We're gonna take the hands behind our head. Right? And mine are just a little bit behind my head because it's hard for me to get them back there because of my shoulders. So I'm gonna pull my shoulder blades down. Just kind of have mine are about the top of my head. And from there, I'm gonna try to keep those weights together and press up and then come back down. Now when I press up, I am working like crazy to pull my shoulder blades down. These little weights are a ton of work. Inhale, I'm gonna press up, up, up. Exhale to come back down. I'm keeping that length in my back the entire time. Awesome. Okay, that is it. That is our rowing series done with some small weights. I used some 3 pounds today, which feel heavy, like you get some 2 pounds, 1 pound. You can even do this series without weights and just get the choreography and the movement of it, and then add some weights in later. It's great spine mobility. It's great strength work, shoulder work, arm strengthening as you add those little weights in. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get all of our videos when we post them. And we look forward to seeing you again.